Check. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I'm getting some keyframe issues. Seeing if everyone can see the stream brighter, I might have to rebuild. I just want to know what's going on. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And that, okay, looks normal. Okay, I'm getting just an issue here. Oh, excellent connection back here on YouTube. YouTube's been playing games with the stream, but so far we're good to go. All right. Hey, it just went away. So, hey, God bless. Let's get it in. Shout out to everybody here. God bless. And right now, see, there's no buffering on the face whenever I'm inside here, right? It only happens when I go live into the live stream den. Anyway, shout out to everybody here. Let's take a look. Bitcoin getting gobbled up as usual. All right, some altcoins getting some love. If you're in the trading group, we talked about RUNE. This thing blasted on a wick to the upside, all the way up at 45% at one point, still holding gains at about 20% gains. Rainmaker Games, and the games are starting to rip. Metaverse gaming is really just taking control. If you don't have some type of exposure to gaming, I don't know. You do whatever makes you happy. I would have exposure to gaming. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think I say a dude should be taken as financial advice. Let's get our water into the Guinness glass. Shout out to the Guinness glass for my dad. I don't drink Guinness, but I used to with my dad. Stay hydrated every single day. SAMO, also my name, SAMO, also up 35%, still holding gains of 20%. Two winners in the trading group I put out yesterday that blasted to the upside. Shout out to anyone that took some gains on those two beautiful puppies. Let's talk about this thing, Saber Fine Protocol. I remember when I first put this thing out, somewhere down here, when it was around 008, it has ripped through a zero and done a 10x since then. This thing is out of control. And look at it, just absolutely in the last, 48 hours, just straight 4 12-hour candles that are just ripping to the upside, out of control. The gaming industry is ripping, as you can see. Another one that I talked about was Polytrade. Trade just really getting insane. If we take a look at Polytrade here, Polytrade up 736% gains. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Let's talk about Bitcoin here. I see Bitcoin breaking out of another falling wedge. It broke out, retested, and now it's retesting again one more time, 38,300 level. Can it get the push to the upside? That's what we're looking for Bitcoin. All right. AIZ network is a layer 1 blockchain, full Ethereum. I keep hearing people talk about AIZ. Interesting. Let's take a look at BTC and what's happening on the radar here. All right, on the perpetual. Okay, let's take a look here. When I take a look here at BOOKMAP giving us where the liquidity is, showing us what's going down, all right, and what's not, is we see more liquidity to the upside, far more liquidity. There's a little bit building, but not much. Not much at all. Most of the liquidity is to the upside here for Bitcoin, all the way up to $39,000, $39,030. So this is suggesting that we're going to see a big move for Bitcoin to the upside sometime, even tonight, into the weekend. That's what it's suggesting. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but that's what we're starting to see here for Bitcoin. All right. Bam, bam, bam. Powell is coming on in 45 minutes. I don't know. I will not. All right. And talk about getting into MARA. That was my awesome call here on Webull. Marathon Digital booming to 13. And we got into MARA down to $9. This thing booming to the upside, almost up a now 50% gains from MARA. And we showed you how price action likes to pump up. Moving averages get tight. If you kind of zoom out more, you can see how price action like to pump up to the 200 SMA. And you can see that here we are waiting. It's likely we're going to continue to pump up here all the way up to about 18 for MARA. So shout out to anyone that jumped into MARA. Bang, bang, bang for gains. GALA, also another one on my radar that I'm heavily, I got a nice bag of GALA. I believe GALA is going to do damage. It could have got fudded the other time, and that was actually a pretty good thing. And see, when you see GALA, look, coming up to the 3-day 200 SMA, tight moving averages, the same thing that I do over and over again. I do the same things. Look, front running that golden cross. That beautiful, sweet golden cross coming on the daily. GALA showing sign, you know, break out, break back inside, but still inside the ascending triangle. I see a big move coming for GALA to the upside. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everyone. Jay Bella, shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for coming on in and being amazing. Yes. My wife got me this suit. My wife buys me all my clothes, man. She's like, oh, that will look good for you. I don't even have to think about it. She makes it happen. And, you know, it all works out somehow, some way. If you have a good woman in your life, I'm telling you right now, so blessed that I have a good woman in my life. So blessed. All right. All right. You look sharp, Sammy. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. God bless you. Thank you for saying that. Amen. Amen. I'm using a different lens today, too. I'm using a wide angle lens. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I'm using a wider angle lens. Digging the shirt. Thank you. It's, you know, that time of year. That Christmas time of year. Appreciate it. You look like a billionaire. Shout out to Crypto Bear. God bless you, man. Thank you. Amen. Well, let's move on. Let's get it in. Ooh, anyway. Hey, Sam, I'm sorry I haven't been active recently. I've been focusing more on family, but still here every day. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. Shout out to Kyle, man. God bless you, man. You do what you got to do. So I see a retest for Bitcoin. 15-minute wanting to pump back to the upside. Falling wedge breaks up 68% of the time. And we had this falling wedge here. Bitcoin kind of made the wedge, right? We were here yesterday, said we're going to probably go sideways and down. Then we made the low. We made a higher low. Made a move out of this double bottom. We never lost the 1 hour 200 SMA. We talked about it. I said, as long as we don't lose the 1 hour 200 SMA, expect more upside. We got it. We got the double bottom with the higher low to the upside. Bitcoin booming to the upside. Nailed the shorts. Liquidated all the shorts out of the way. And now we look for Bitcoin again here. 38,410 for BTC. All right. 38,410, 420. And I should just see more liquidity to the upside here for Bitcoin, taking us all the way possibly to 39,050. All right. Bang, bang, bang. Just open the 99 and don't know how to work the Discord. Well, Discord is simple. It's a click and gives you what you want. So you just look at it and you click on it. For instance, if you want to see what I'm posting every day and what I'm doing, you click here and you'll see, you know, if I'm giving you something, if I'm going over something like when I gave Rainmaker or SAMO, stuff like that, I'll post the chart and you'll be looking at the chart. If I have an idea, if I see something on token metrics that I like, all of that stuff. All right. And then if the elite post, the main things you want to see is the elite and this. That's the main thing that you want to be looking for. All right. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. And we like to trade on MEXC. MEXC link in the description of the comment section. And we also want you to jump on in and join the trading group if you'd love to trade. If you think cryptocurrency is your thing. If you're obsessed like I am every single day and you put in 110% into crypto, then you want to be with someone that does the same. Don't sell yourself short and join a trading group with someone that doesn't go all the way. You know what I mean? Go all the way. Bang. Love is love. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. CryptoLifer.com. Jump on in today. We greatly appreciate it. Hit the link. It takes you to the new, improved, beautiful website, CryptoLifer.com. Learn to trade, unlock financial freedom, gain an education for financial freedom today. Get the education you deserve. Are you sick and tired of doing the same thing over and over again? You know what I mean? Do you want to change your life? I did too. And I can teach you how to do it using technical analysis, finding ways inside of, you know, ideas and seeing kind of where the highest point, the devalued point and the overvalued points are for crypto stocks, anything in the world, really give you an edge on everybody else that's playing the game. You know, they don't play technical analysis. You're going to know more than they are about the situation. It's just the fact at hand. All right. Take a look at our 4 hour time frame. Our 4 hour time frame had a nice pump, but look, it's actually showing some bearishness too. You always want to zoom out and take a look at the 4 hour time frame. So let's take a look. we're seeing some really, interesting price action for me personally. And, we're going to start fresh again like I do every single day and take a look at the weekly. So far, I like what I'm seeing, but we're just going to confirm. So the weekly has support and resistance levels here at 25K. We already know that. We've been through that. We made this beautiful double bottom that broke to the upside, hit the top channel. Absolutely lovely. Then we had a resistance here on the weekly, clear as day right here, where we had some resistance here, but we had support right there. We got above that 36,100 level for the weekly. We look at the VRVP, and it shows signs that if we can get above this node, we're going right here to 46,000, 47K. So our next really big resistance level, we'll call it 48,200. And then we're going to have a little area here at about 42,900, 43,000. So resistance and resistance. Other than that, there's really not a lot of resistance for Bitcoin. Right where we're at, we can say too. All right. So weekly has some resistance here at about 39. A little bit of resistance at 42,800, 43K, and then 48,000. So those are our big areas to look at for Bitcoin. And yes, we're getting a little high on the weekly. I understand that, but that's when we've seen massive moves. Right here, we are high on the weekly on the stochastics RSI. Massive move for Bitcoin. All right. So it doesn't, just because we get high on the weekly doesn't mean we can't get a massive pump to the upside for BTC. So, but it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straight green weeks for Bitcoin. You think eventually we're going to have to get some type of pullback, but the halving is coming. Bitcoin's getting pulled off the exchanges. There's a bit of a supply shock here for BTC, and I keep buying it. I kept saying, hey, anything below 37K is a steal. Every time we went into the 36,000, I was buying more BTC, and I'm loading up, getting ready for my next whole Bitcoin, just continuously grabbing a little more and a little more and a little more and a little more. So we take a look here at Bitcoin on the 5-day chart. And I keep saying this, and when I switch on the moving averages, as long as we stay above the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart, we are good to go. And look, it got close with the wick down, came back up, but you can see each 5-day candle has been absolutely amazing. We closed this candle tonight in 8 hours and 34 minutes to see what happens on this 5-day, but it's a very strong close for the 5-day candle. We actually just made a support of resistance flip on the 5-day as we got above 37,300 area, right? And now we're at 38,400. That's a really strong level to be at. Can we get to 40K for Christmas? That's the deal. Can Santa baby bring us home? All right, and we'll start a poll. 40K for Christmas? Are we going to see 40K for Christmas, my friends? Or are we going to be doused in coal? 40K for Christmas for Bitcoin? Yes or no? And we'll get a poll here running. Tell me what you think. Let's see how many people we can get to answer this poll. Usually you people are awesome. 737 people on the live, 233 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. God bless each and every one of you. Planning fire my boss in 2025. That's what we do here. We teach people how to fire their boss. Amen. Bitcoin rules. Sammy has been on a charting marathon. Yeah, charting. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Marathon Digital. Unbelievable. Yeah. And we nailed the call for Marathon Digital. I put my money where my mouth is. Bang, bang, bang. That thing continued to rip. And, gone in at a nice time. And there was a little dip there, too. And around the 8s, they could have been beautiful. So, hi, Sam 8. Hi to the developer, my man. I always vote the opposite of I don't know if BlackRock will use my data to pump or dump. Funny. So 40K for Christmas, 79% so far on 100 votes are saying that we could get 40K for Christmas, And are we going to get 50K on the channel for Christmas? It's looking like we could definitely do that. Bang, bang, bang. Jesus Coin has been ripping to the upside. I have to give it to you guys. Jesus Coin has absolutely been ripping. And there's a bunch of, meme coins have been on the take. Really ripping. Are you following the Powell speech? No, not much. I believe Powell is speaking today, though. And, I'm getting some word here that we're going to get rate hikes in 2024. The next big meeting is in 12 days, saying there's going to be no rate hike at all. We're going to be still at 97%. All right. Unbelievable learning from Crypto Lifer and Master Fred and his team in the 99. Just had an amazing win on Luna C with their mentorship. Unbelievable. Shout out to Rave Song Records. We love you and we appreciate you. Keep learning. Keep doing your thing. Keep coming back for more. We love you. Shout out to the $4.99 super chat from Rave Song Records. Thank you so much for the fan funding. I feel like December is a slow down trend. January is the time for crisis, and March is where things go sky high. Just my personal bias. Hey, man, I just look at the charts one step at a time, one day at a time. Best 2-hour block of the day. Shout out to Seize the Day in the house. Shout out to everybody here. Love learning. And all the awesome people. December is Jesus month. But yeah, you know. And let's take a look at Forex Factory. They'll also give you the news of what's happening, who's talking, who's speaking, and what's cracking. So FOM member Barr speaks at 3 a.m. No, that's funny. Italian manufacturing. Oh, and the cut on my mouth started to heal. Thank God. Finally. Oh, so a federal chair's power speaks today at 11 a.m. All right. But it says he speaks at 11 and at 2. Interesting. He speaks twice today, huh? All day. Interesting. Can you look at the chart for AIZ Network? It's been pumping for the entire week. I'll take a look at it. GALA on my radar. I like to be there before everybody else talks about it. It's fun to see the pump, but it's like to get in before the pump. I'm building my GALA bags, getting ready for a massive move for GALA to the upside here. Bang, bang, bang. All right. What do you know about AVEX for today? I hear you, Crypto 420. Have you seen Hytopia? No. Shout out to everybody here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. If I was at your house, I would take my shoes off. Send respect. Let's get the likes all the way up to the watchers. 765 people on the live. 278 likes. Let's get it going. All the way, baby. All the way. Let me finish my top-down analysis for Bitcoin. So the bearish scenario is that this is some type of bear flag. And if we break back inside, yes, we will fall back down. If these are some type of bearish, you know, bull traps. I mean, if they're trying to bull trap us out of the flag, but, you know, it's unlikely. We're attempting to get this move out and break through this previous resistance for Bitcoin. So 5-day chart, honestly, is right at that 5-day resistance. You could bring this down. You're kind of right there at 38,371. All right. You break above here, you start to play in this zone. It makes 50K pretty much coming, and 47 and 48,000. So I told everyone we are not bearish unless we break below the 200 SMA on the 5-day chart. I kept saying it over and over and over again, and I stick to my guns. And now I like to see, look, if the stochastics can reset now on the 3-day chart, well, price action actually starts to go somewhat parabolic. And so the 3-day is suggesting that we're going to go like on some massive, like boom. So it almost tells us that an ETF is going to get approved. I mean, show me the charts that show the news. They're telling us something is brewing for Bitcoin, because this would have to be the case. I mean, this is what we're seeing. You know, if anything, we would just get fine. The smaller version of this still pumps you to some beautiful prices up at 41,009, 42K. You know, but this is something that you have to look at. You have to understand it's very, very possible. I'd like to wait for price action to touch the 21. I like how we're actually going pretty sideways for a while. This is beautiful. Let's move into the daily time frame here. So on the daily, I've been watching this basically in what I feel is somewhat of an ascending triangle, you know, but it does have, you know, rising wedge vibes. Now, rising wedges break down 68% of the time, but when you're getting a lot of pressure, they can break up too. I mean, again, we could break back down and tussle. The one thing about it is, ever since this resistance bounce, we SR flipped 35,500 nicely, and that has become a beautiful. Remember when we couldn't get above 35K for a while? It seemed to be like a, you know, we battle with it, you know. So has inflation become normal in America and increase in expected interest rates? Yeah. I want to be bullish, but December usually sucks. December usually is a slower month. Just less people in the market. You know what I mean? People got stuff to do. They have plans. They have trips. They go places. They start taking money out of the market now if they can, or they start building their bags for the longer term. Now, we also have the halving coming. That changes the game a little bit. All right? You know, there is tax loss harvesting, but you know, a lot of that gets changed when you have, you know, the halving coming and people realize, you know, I believe I want to, it's more risky not to be in Bitcoin than to be in Bitcoin with the halving coming. So look, this is a beautiful ascending triangle. They're 50-50 patterns. Don't get me wrong. This could go either way as we kind of crunch the numbers here and get tighter all the way down from that weekly, all the way from the day, the 5-day to the 3-day to the daily to the 4-hour time frame. Now, we would probably spill over, but this says we can get to 42,500. Not too bad, right? Yeah. Halving in January 10th spot ETF. Won't be this year, though, because the halving, but also a lot more money in the economy this year. Yeah. I want to be bullish, but December usually, ETF before January 10th will be announced. 2024 should be fun. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful year. And let's see what's happening here on the poll. 40K for Christmas, 79%, 215 votes. 79% people say yes, 40K for Christmas. Only time will tell. All right, let's get back into Bitcoin here at 38,394. Can't seem to get back above the zone. And honestly, it almost makes more sense that we are in this rising wedge and we're hitting the top of the wedge. You see this? I mean, that just is what it is for me. We could say we're retesting the top of the channel. There's two, and you could look at it both ways, and you could trade it both ways and still execute as long as you saw your reality your way and were able to handle that reality. You know what I mean? What do I do when I see two things? I keep it both in the back of my mind, but I do pick one so I can live in one reality. I can't live in two realities, right? So when I look at this closely, honestly, I want to dissect it into almost a bunch of different stuff. I see almost this breaking out. This original retesting breaking out, which gives me this nice flag that we had. Boom, right? And it tells us that there's more coming. However, the 4 hour is now showing signs of weakness, curving back on the stochastics RSI and hitting that resistance point at 38,544, like 38,005. We just can't seem to break above that level. Now, nothing local, meaning if we look left and right, it's not that. This is a longer term resistance now. This really is this area right here. I just like to dissect. Yeah, so it's kind of like right where this candle stopped. It's not that strong, really. It's almost higher resistance here. It's more, I feel like the bigger area is 39.9K. 38.4, you can see there's a little, 38.4. I really appreciate your time, Sam. I'll be back in the daily grind soon. Just focusing more on family at the moment. Love you all. Keep grinding every single day. God bless you, brother. God bless you, my friend. So, we look at the 4 hour time frame. We came up. And to me, you're hitting the top of the channel. Top. You're topping out here. And it tells me, hey, the 4 hour could want to come all the way back down now to this lower time frame. So now we break out some local support or resistance levels that matter. So to me, you don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose this level again. That wasn't fun. Resistance, fell back below it. So you want to stay back above 37,800. 37.8 is going to be a big deal for me. We lose that. So we might channel our way back down here into Saturday afternoon. Beautiful pumpage. Beautiful pumpage, really, if you think about it, ever since the 28th of November here. Nice 2-3 days of movement. And then you get the fallback, right? All right. Oh, bearish div on the daily on Bitcoin forming. I don't know. It depends. You know what I mean? I don't know. So we got this falling wedge in the 4 hour time frame, and you're overbought on the stochastics RSI. Doesn't mean we're definitely going to dump. This could flip. Smaller time frames could hold us, but right now it's looking the most likely that the 4 hour could break us down. You have to keep this in mind. Shoulder, head, possible right shoulder, and that could even break us down. And we still have the lagging 200 SMA hanging out. All right. Now that can't happen until the 1 hour loses the 200 SMA. So we're going to take a look at that and break that down as well. The 1 hour looking nice as it's starting to flag out, starting to do its thing. That's a beautiful flag, and you're getting oversold. You have some supportive resistance. You got, you got some key levels to look at. I'd raise this up on the local area right there. Resistance. Can you hold that? Touch the 21-day moving average. So there's a chance this flag continues to break out today. You even have it right here. I mean, you have support or resistance right here where you're at. Resistance, broke out, resistance. Can you hold the zone on the 1 hour time frame? Let's take a look at the 15. 15 minute, is showing signs of strength here. Like we could get some type of breakout for Bitcoin. Cryptocurrencies, all watch Bitcoin. If you're new, why do we spend an hour on Bitcoin, so much time on Bitcoin? Because whatever we see for Bitcoin is going to control the rest of the market. If Bitcoin hits a key resistance level and can't get above it, you're going to, certain altcoins are going to struggle. The market itself is going to struggle. You know what I mean? God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Yeah. So shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. This guy, last Saturday and Wednesday, my mother died, man. Are you kidding me? If I was calling Bitcoin perfectly when my mother died, I'd be insane. Get a grip, brother, and find a new way to freaking live your life, please. Seriously. God bless you, my friend. If your whole life is who called what, then you gotta, you know what I mean? Life is more than freaking, it's more than that. Anyway, let's move on. Positive energy, man. Whenever you see that, Jamie, just hide the person from the channel completely. Don't just delete the comment. Just remove them immediately, man. I don't need it. We don't need it. You know what I mean? Honestly, I could call Bitcoin wrong for the next freaking 2 months straight. I won't. I promise you I won't. But I could, and I'd still have a high win rate for Bitcoin, man. Anyway. So take a look at Bitcoin here. I just want to make sure that it stays above this key level and want to make sure that the 1 hour stays above the 200 SMA. That's all that matters to me. You know what I mean? As long as the 1 hour keeps doing that, we're going to have, pretty good movement. And look, how the 21 crossed the other moving averages, it's a good sign for bigger movement to come to the upside. All right? All right? Yeah. Rodney's missed that dude nuke trolls real quick. Yeah. Shout out to Pickle Rick. I call life for best of the game. Let the haters hate my man. We're on a different frequency here. Amen. Yeah, exactly. They can't even, we don't even know what it is. Like, we don't get it anymore. It's like, I don't see it. I know what we're doing. I know what I'm doing. That's all I can do. Stay in control of what I got going on, and there's really nothing else, He bought at 69. Amen. Yeah. Airdrop the DEX on Solana coming soon. If you swap on the DEX the past, you could be eligible. Jupe airdrop on the DEX. Thank you for saying that. Volatility incoming in 20 minutes. Amen. Nothing like a travel sandwich. Bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll with the salt and pepper and the ketchup. God bless you, brother. I'm up over 40% on the AVAX long. Bang, bang, bang. Powell speak good today. Powell speak will good. Hope Powell speak good. So, I mean, maybe we'll cover the Powell speech. I didn't realize he was speaking. Today at 11 he speaks too. Right? You know what I mean? So we're going to see here what's happening. Anyway, I'll see. I want to put the Fed there we go. Usually they put a live out there for them. Nothing coming out recently. November 8th. Sometimes they build it a little earlier. It's not out yet though. I don't know if my team, if you guys can find a link, but I don't know if I'm going to cover it today. I don't know if I'm up for it. It would be a live stream if we didn't hear Powell speak for your reactions. Maybe post it as a short Sam. Anyway, BC on Kaiser rolls hit so hard. Oh, yeah. You sound like you're from New York, man, with that Kaiser roll action. Anyway, so I like what I'm seeing here on the 1 hour time frame, and I like what I'm seeing here on the 15-minute. Both look like pretty nice moves for me. We could get this a big move up again. We have to hold this key level. If we lose this, we're dropping further down. Would I take a long right now? High probability of a move to the upside. I'd be more long than short right now for sure. A bit of hidden bullish divergence there as this swings up, that swings down. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD, also showing signs of a movement for the bulls. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing here. Previous support holding as resistance. You could say, hey, this is a shoulder, that's a head, there's a right shoulder getting made. I'm open-minded to that. This could be the shoulder, that could be a head. I get it. And once we get a move out, we're going to have to break above the high inside the wedge. 38.8 has to be broken for us to remain bullish. But as long as the day stays above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour, I'm a happy guy. I don't need a lot today. Just need a few little things. But I like how the 1 hour is bending back down. Yes, it gave back a lot of the pump there in the last six hours, but, you know, you're still holding supportive resistance, and that's the key. So curious about 1 inch. 1 inch was an awesome exchange. They really pumped it up a lot, but then they started getting pretty weird. You know what I mean? Like they started also doing some like, you know, non-decentralized stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. It got a little weird for me. Yeah, that's all. That's all I'm going to say. I liked them for a while. I was all about 1 inch. Not anymore. You know what I mean? I think they'll be a great place to aggregate DeFi, meaning you can go there and get the DeFi. You know, you'll be able to buy the coins at the best prices you can get them at. That works for me. I like that. But there's nothing else really for me. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We greatly appreciate you all for jumping on into the live. All right. Just wondering to sell it at a loss. The long should have been started yesterday. Anyone long right now gambling? We retest 38.8. I mean, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I won't ever tell anyone what to do with their long or what to do with their, you know. Honestly, it depends on what someone's trading. Someone could be trading fib circles and their long could be right now. It all depends. Shout out to everybody here on Mexi.com. Jump on in. 0 spot maker and taker fees. It's the place to be. 0 futures, 0% taker fee on the futures exchange. I can't believe this still. If you limit in and out on your futures, it's 0 fees. It's absolutely insane. And you can even save 50% on the fees. Get that back to 0.1 by holding the MXE token. I mean, they have so many ways to save, and a lot of the other exchanges don't have that. They just don't. Also, their futures platform is bar none better than a lot. They've won an award. Beautiful, beautiful platform. You got to absolutely love it. So I see the 1 hour breaking to the upside here out of this falling wedge back to the upside again. We'd have to break this double top. Otherwise, we will double top at 38,840. You got to break that high right there for Bitcoin. So to me, all I want to do is stay above the 200 SMA on the day on the 1 hour and get, if we can break above this high, that would be absolutely lovely. Remember, lower volume on Fridays. Always be careful. Always be careful. And just, you know, always be careful. You have lower volume on Fridays. Anyway, yeah, so that's my prediction for Bitcoin. A move out of this wedge to the upside, measured move to 39,496. And again, and most channels won't give you a prediction. They'll just kind of dance around the TA. And I dance around TA, and I give you high probability. But it's not what I believe is going to happen. I believe this is what's the technical analysis is telling me was likely going to happen. I mean, you're getting smaller moving average crossing the 50. You got a golden cross. Right? Remember, this all started when I said you have to get above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute even to remain slightly bullish. And we did that here. So far, you know, I can show you when the smaller time frames lend to bigger, when the bigger lend to smaller. And honestly, that's why this is the best channel to go to if you're wondering what's happening in Bitcoin, because I'm going to go over it every single day, only take a few hours off, and I'm going to be able to see what's happening. Because if you do something every single day and you put your best effort in, you're going to be good at it over time. And that just is what it is, right? So I can teach you how to be good at trading if you do it every single time, all right? Cup and handle forming on XNA. Yep. Massive move. If you're live, you are in the right place at the right time. Shout out to Crypto Career Baker. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Shout out to Love Learning. XNA also has futures. Yep. And look at that. We're getting the pump to the upside so far. 38,004 up to 48,003, and a nice green candle here on the 1 hour time frame. And I do expect a bigger move coming, and it's just simple probability. There's a 68% chance this is going to break out. That's all. Win, lose, or draw, you never tuck our tails. We stand tall and paint and outwork every hater that fixes their fingers to say otherwise. We drop bangers every day. You can't say we don't. Love and respect yourself. God bless you, Stack McChange. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in, and appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Experience, the Crypto Lifer Live Show. We love you. We appreciate you, and we want more of you every single day. We love you. It means the world to me that you would come to the stream. So I'm not seeing the buffering that I used to see, but we'll see what happens. Shout out to the 852 beautiful souls on the live, 370 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's jump into STORJ. I talked about STORJ. I like STORJ. STORJ is on my radar. I put it out as one of my official calls when it has all the green checks and everything looks neat. That's when I'm really going in. You know, that's when I want you to really I want you to pay attention to everything. But of course, if I spend that time doing that, I'm attempting to tell you something there. I'm saying, hey, I'm spending extra detail on this. I like what I'm seeing here for STORJ. So I like that STORJ is getting tighter in the zone. The daily resetting. This thing's looking mean. And STORJ getting ready probably, most likely for its next big move. Getting tight in the zone on the 4-hour time frame. And again, it could easily Bart Simpson and dumb all the way down. Anything is possible. Trading is simply just a probability. You have no idea what's guaranteed to happen. You're just looking for it. What is possible. All right. Neon for a Solana play. Shout out to my man, Jamie Zeno in the house. God bless you, Jamie Zeno. The man, the myth, the legend himself. Let's take a look at Neon. Neon EVM. Is this what we're looking at, or is it Neon? It's probably EVM, right? Since it's Solana, we'll take a look here. Chain Explorers. Nope, this may not be it. I don't have a Solana address. Filecoin look good also. Amen. Do you think HUD 8 has a future? No. HUD 8 is shady. Don't bring it up again, and we will stop you from talking. No, I think HUD 8 has something to do with some type of scam, man. I don't know. I don't. It's got a bad vibe when I hear about it. Is this the right Neo? I'm waiting for confirmation back. Looking for that. Any confirmation back from Zeno? What do you think about HR? Yeah. Ben Armstrong channel's growing. Seems to have come. Yeah, I mean, he's going hard, man. The guy hustles. Say whatever you want. The man hustles his butt off. You know what I mean? That's it right here. Neo EVM. Interesting. You think it would have a Solana address by now? It's on Gate.io, Bybit. Smart contract on Solana. Fast-growing blockchain. User proof. Okay, it's an EVM on Solana. I get it. I don't know. I don't really like the information I'm getting. $44 million market cap. Self-reporting, circulating supply is very, I'd watch STORJ closely, everybody. STORJ trade of the week, in my humble opinion. I like this puppy. And if you're not here, we attempt to put everything we can find on the live stream right on your doorstep here, inside your pocket with the Discord. All right. Remember, that's bullish consolidation for STORJ. As it's been pumped up, it gets going nice and sideways, showing accumulation before a bigger move possibly coming for STORJ. All right. The 99 is a coalition of like-minded traders, all posting confluences on many different assets. It is a place for you to get the education you deserve and gain an edge in the market. Lifer strong. Amen. I think OGY is a good look. Check it out. Bitcoin pump incoming. I mean, so far so good. We're looking nice here on the call to the upside here for Bitcoin. 15-minute looking good. Got above resistance. And I see a gap right there, man. There's a fair value gap. I mean, I don't see why we can't boom right through here. Boom. Right up to 36,800. So look for that bigger move coming through the gap of the VRVP. All right. Lunacy pumping means dump is coming. I took some profit on Solana and DCA, baby. We need to break 38,009. Then it's 39,400. Amen. I think I'm with those two levels. Makes sense to me. Okay, let's take a look at the fan funding. I think OGY is a good look. Check it out. OGY Foundation, MEXC. Now, it has a lack of spread, meaning, see, the candles are very, very, they're not, means you can probably only put in a very small amount, 500, $1,000 possibly. Looks like it could break out. I'd just be careful of the spread. That's all. I don't know anything about the coin. Does look like you get some 73% gains. Made a nice kind of cup and handle forming, showing some support and resistance flipping. I like it. I just don't like that the candle bodies aren't that full, you know. Very small. It looks like we're going to be getting a short squeeze here for Bitcoin sometime soon. 38,430. We shall see. DAR, USDT looking good. Thoughts on Zephyr, please. What's HBAR looking like, Sam? Send in a super chat for TA and deep dive. If you want me to go over a coin, let's get back into what people are saying here. 40K for Christmas, 389 votes. Let's get the votes all the way up to the watchers. We have 855 beautiful people, about to have 1,000 people here on this live. Sam, I need to hire you to look at my portfolio. I do not look at people's portfolios. I will never do that. Don't ever ask me to do it. I will never do it. I'm not an investment advisor. Amen. 7-minute incoming. Good morning. Could you do some TA on MATIC, please? I have a nice call on MATIC. I like where MATIC's about to do. Looks like it's about to blast to the upside. I'll talk about why in a second. Shout out to Blizzard96. Good morning. Could you do some TA on MATIC? And that's his first super chat, or the third super chat. God bless you. Thank you. Shout out to Crypto Kasuke. I think OGY is a good look. We took a look at that. Neo from Solana Play. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Johnny Rum. BTRST. God bless you and your family, brother. Thank you for the love. That's so nice of you. Kyle Vero, we love you. Rave Song Records, we love you. Crunk C, we love you. Unbelievable. And isn't it amazing when you make a trade that you didn't think you could even make, but you surprise your own self with your trading skills? Can you please give your thoughts on RUNE? Shout out Crypto 3D Boca for the $50 super chat. You guys have me at $77.47. You just bought me breakfast. May God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at RUNE. And I recently felt like I needed a piece of RUNE, and I got in just in time. Let this RUNE still have some more movement to go. Let's take a look. So I'm watching RUNE consolidate nicely here. As long as it stays above that key level that it bounced from at 520. And I know we're at 670. We're far from that, but that's kind of my line, But I like what we're seeing, and I would like it if it came back down to the bottom of the pattern, possibly, but it may not. It may be like tighter in some type of zone like this, and it may just come down one more little bit there to 605. But wow, RUNE is actually showing signs of life here, and even flagging out. This is my first alert. I'll move it over a little bit. I didn't want to miss RUNE, and I don't want you to miss RUNE. I'm personally in RUNE right now. I want to make it clear. And so right here, we got another little flag brewing, and if that flag fills out, I mean, we're going to break out of here and then continue to the upside. Either way, if that flag breaks or we come down, this is, to me, the time to get into RUNE before a bigger move up to 12 is coming. And then things are going to be so, saturated at that point. People are going to be like, I wish you coulda, shoulda, woulda. And they're going to be looking for other small cap gems. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jamie for the 99 pound. God bless you. Shout out to Highly Trained. Thank you for being here. God bless you, brother. God bless you, Sam. It's been the hardest, I'll be honest, for me. I've never wanted to crawl up in a ball and just kind of do nothing more in my entire life. I'll be honest. I feel like I'm a kid homesick from school. My mother dying has ripped my heart out of my chest. Literally, I can't explain it. There's no words that could really get to the heart of what I'm feeling. But, I also don't want to make this the sob story, man. People are here to get to learn. I set up a business to help people learn and to help people change their lives. And that's what I'm going to do. I can't give up on my ideas and my dreams. And my mother would never want me to do the same. So through her and through her blessings, I must continue. And I must push forward no matter what. And, everyone could choose to just lay down and cry. But I'm not going to do that. I can cry in my own time. While you're here, I'm going to teach you how to trade cryptocurrency. I'm going to teach you how to look at technical analysis. I'm going to teach you how to find the coins that matter. I'm going to teach you how to look at market cap, VRVP, the juxtaposition of Bitcoin, against, other stocks. Remember, I like Pocket Network, kept bringing it up. I was all about the Pocket Network down in 4 cents, even down when it was about 2 cents. I think it's done a 6x and some. I put out a flag out for it at 6 cents. It's up a double up right there. The Pocket Network just banging on them to the upside, absolutely out of control. Out of control. Pocket Network. Craziness. Space ID on my radar. Micro Vision Chain. I like this puppy. getting a nice pump to the upside already this morning, getting a move to the upside. Space idea, we went over it in the trading group, 21% gains. Bang, bang, bang for space. Can you take a look at fear? Can you check out Doge, C6, and MYRIA? No triple. We've gone over this. We had to talk about it. You can only do one super chat per super chat. That's a triple super chat. If everyone triple super chatted, oh my God, the stream would never end. I would be on 24 hours a day, every single day. But may God bless you, and I really appreciate the interaction here. I love, when people say what they love about the stream the most, this is what I get back from each and every one of you. The feedback I get is I read a lot more of the chats than most live streamers. I interact, but I did this to interact. I'm live, baby. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm here to interact with each and every one of you. This is part of the fun for me. This is what I do. Wow, I'm so sorry for your loss. My mother passed away when I was 8 years old on the 3rd of December. About to be 20 years. My B-Day is on the 20th. Amazing, and it probably still hits you. AGI, small microcap, just joined Microsoft. Interesting. And take a look at Planet from Paper Toast. Shout out to the $5 Super Chat. Super Chat's coming in strong. $100 in chat revenue. You people are firing it off. God bless you. I appreciate it. Space for gains. Bang, bang, bang. SAMO for gains. Bang, bang, bang. It just keeps coming in. Rainmaker for gains. Bringing in the rain, baby. Bringing in the rain. Make it rain, baby. Make it rain. Bang, 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 man. And God bless everybody, And I was looking at this today at 3 a.m., sitting back at 21.578, and this thing blasted to 26.48. Boom, boom, boom. You can see that. Up at 3 a.m., making sure that you guys get the calls that matter, all right? Because you are my babies. I know it sounds weird, but you're my flock, man. You're my people. You're who I take care of, You guys wanted to take a shot on me. Losing your mother is something that hurts forever. I'm sorry, Sam. Amen, brother. It's funny that everybody said it. Every time someone said, oh, your dad passed, these people passed, they'd be like, all right, you're going to get through it. Everyone, when I even told them about my dad passing, they'd be like, I just lost my mother recently. And I said, I still feel pain for the loss of my mom. It never gets easy. And I was like, I still got my mom, until just this Thursday. On Thanksgiving Day, my mom passed. She said she had a headache right in front of me. Next thing you know, she was the paramedics came. I saw that she couldn't use the left side of her left side. She couldn't feel her knee, and when they were touching the top of her knee, and she couldn't use her left hand. And I was like, to see my mom paralyzed was just like, I was in a state of shock, honestly. And I just told her that I loved her and that everything was going to be fine, but that she was going to have to move in with me, which I secretly always wanted my mom to move in with me, She was only living like an hour and a half away. You had to take a boat to get there, but, I really wanted my mom to live with me. But it is what it is. I'm looking at Tara. Tara's forming more of a falling wedge, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe it comes down a little bit from the height of this 4-hour all the way back down here to 1.4. But in the long term, I see Tara as a nice grab up for the bull market, and I think this thing could double up sooner than later as well. So I'm watching Tara. I am in Tara too. I have a nice bag of it, but I'm watching Tara pretty closely. Radium is, something that's going to move when Solana likes to pump. It broke out already. To me, as long as it stays above this diagonal trend line, we're good to go. So I look for Radium to make some type of flag on the smaller time frame, and it even pumped today, you can see. But I'd look for it to make some type of flag on the 1 hour, the 15 minute. But I also see this getting all the way up to about 59 cents not too long from now. Radium on my radar. Keep your face strong. Amen. Shout out to Chief Santana. Haven't caught a stream in a while. My condolences. Very sorry for your loss. Shout out to SB981, 9381. God bless you, brother. Shout out to the love. Let's get the likes all the way up to the watchers. Let's get the going. Let's get the love going, baby. Let's get it going all the way, baby. There's the old me, man. That old guy. I used to have that power, that passion. Tearing my mother out of my heart changed a little bit of me. I feel like I'm just not the same. I'm like, when am I going to get back that fever, that love, that push, that desire to want to go all the way? You know what I mean? Jerome Powell speaking. Where can you see the feed? Let me see. I'm just having so much fun going over the coins. You know what I mean? Let's see what he has to say, though, right? No. Oh yeah, he's live at a college though, right? Is that true? Hold on, let me see here. Let me see if I can get it up. No pun. Oh, come on. Don't do that to me. Over here.
Good morning, distinguished guests, Chairman Powell and members of the Federal Reserve Board, including our very own Lisa Cook, President of the Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta, Raphael Bostic, and its members, Spelman Board of Trustee members, administrators, faculty, friends of the college, individuals from institutions throughout Georgia, and the remarkable community of Spelman, welcome. I am Marinette Holmes, Chair of the Department of Economics here at Spelman.
Nice.
And it is a privilege for my department to co-host this momentous occasion. Today marks a historic event.
I don't think he's going to say anything big.
142-year history. The first visit by a Federal Reserve Board chairman. This is a, yes. Yes. This is a tremendous honor for our institution.
This isn't like, he's like, I don't know.
Founded in 1881,
I don't think we really need to watch this, to be honest.
Spelman has been training women to take leadership roles in all sectors of society. Our very founding was an investment in the potential of black women.
And I don't want to say that
and
and put down women.
Education for the good
I have a twin sister, 2 daughters.
Today, we are very proud of the return on investment.
Bitcoin getting a nice pump, 38,000.
Graduates
450.
the institution across this country in all areas.
Looking for that short squeeze to the upside here for Bitcoin.
We are especially proud of the impact Spelman women are having within the economic and financial sectors. Today's fireside chat between Federal Reserve Board Chairman Powell and Spelman's President, Dr. Gale, promises to be an insightful discussion on crucial topics such as the post-COVID economy. Under Chairman Powell's leadership, the Federal Reserve has placed a high value on diversity, recruiting a record number of women and persons of color, holding seats on the boards of the Federal Reserve banks, including the bank here in Atlanta. We are delighted to acknowledge the most diverse Board of Governors in the agency's 109-year history, including Spelman alumna Governor Lisa D. Cook. Yes, yes, yes. And let's celebrate her for her achievements, and thank her because the Economics Department currently houses the Lisa D. Cook Scholars, a scholar program designed to address the scarcity of black women pursuing graduate degrees in economics. And I am now pleased to introduce one of those scholars, Lisa Williams, class of 2025 from Novi, Michigan, a junior economics major with a minor in management organization who will introduce today's speaker. And once again, welcome to this historic event at Spelman College.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Jerome H. Powell first took office as the chair of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System on February 5th, 2018. He was then reappointed to office and sworn in for a second term on May 23rd, 2022. Chair Powell also serves as chairman of the Federal Open Market Committee, the system's principal monetary policymaking body. Chair Powell has served as a member of the Board of Governors since taking office in May 2012. He was later reappointed and sworn in during June 2014 for a term ending January 31st, 2028. The bipartisan Chair Powell was a partner at the Carlyle Group. He served as an assistant secretary of the U.S. Department of the Treasury under President George H.W. Bush, with responsibility for policy on financial institutions, the Treasury debt market, and other related areas. Prior to joining the Bush administration, Chairman Powell worked as a lawyer and an investment banker in New York City. In addition to service on corporate boards, he has served on the boards of charitable and educational institutions, including the Bentheim Center for Finance at Princeton University and the Nature Conservancy of Washington, D.C.
Skull and Bones.
Chairman Powell was born in February 1953 in Washington, D.C. He received a bachelor's in politics from Princeton University in 1975 and earned a law degree from Georgetown University in 1979. Helene D. Gale began serving as the 11th president of Spelman College on July 1st, 2022. President Gale previously served as both president and CEO of the Chicago Community Trust from October 2017 to June 2022. Under her leadership, the trust adopted a new strategic focus on closing the racial wealth gap in the Chicago region. For almost a decade, President Gale served as both president and CEO of CARE, a leading international humanitarian organization. As a pediatrician and public health physician with expertise in economic development, humanitarian efforts, and health issues, she spent 20 years with the CDC, working primarily on HIV and AIDS. A previous member of the Federal Reserve of Chicago's board, President Gale currently serves on both public company and nonprofit boards, including the Coca-Cola Company, Organon, Palo Alto Networks, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation,
shady.
Brookings Institution, New America, and the One Campaign.
I'm about to turn this off.
She is also an inaugural member of President Biden's Advisory Council on African Diaspora Engagement in the United States of America. President Gale is from Buffalo, New York. She earned a bachelor's in psychology at Barnard College, a doctor of medicine at the University of Pennsylvania, and a master's in public health at Johns Hopkins University. She is a full professor at Spelman College, a recipient of 18 honorary degrees, and also holds faculty appointments at the University of Washington and Emory University. Please join me in warmly welcoming Federal Reserve Board Chairman Jerome Powell to the stage as he offers his remarks, and afterward, we look forward to President Gale joining Chairman Powell for an engaging discussion on navigating pathways to economic mobility.
Thank you for that very kind introduction. Thank you, Dr. Holmes and President Gale, for inviting me here. It's very exciting to be here. And I'm fortunate to have been accompanied from Washington by a very distinguished graduate of Spelman College, class of 1986, and a member of Delta Sigma Theta. My Federal Reserve colleague, Governor Lisa Cook. I'd say there's no greater testament to Spelman's historic legacy than the achievements of outstanding...
This is pointless, guys. I think I'm not following the herd right now. Radium with a huge pump to the upside there on the 33-minute time frame, blasting out of the move to the upside, just to kind of mention Radium there. Rainmaker still hanging out. But yeah, let's get the music back up and running. That was lame. I apologize. I just didn't want to miss anything. I wanted to keep you guys privy, but honestly, I had just making some of the lifers upset. They wanted to leave. I don't want the lifers to leave. SAMO still holding gains and pumping nicely on this 12-hour time frame. Looks like it may have some more gas in the tank as well. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. Bit of a complex inverted head and shoulder. Let's take a look at BTRST. And I know when to shut it off. I know when to keep it moving. We had enough. I had had enough. You had had enough. We all had enough. Brain Trust, which actually, funny, little tiny coin, pumping nicely, getting some movement here on the 12-hour time frame. Brain Trust. I can see it eventually trying to make a move out of here and pumping further out. Bang, bang, bang. Brain Trust on the radar. All right. You're a good man, lifer. Yes, we've had enough. Did I miss anything about Luna? No. Powell is usually the life of the party. I don't, right? There we go. Music pumping. Listen to Sam. Talk about the charts. Yeah, we're back in action. Maybe we could recoup our losses here. I'm not a fan of this. To me, it's extended, but it looks like it may get pushed up just from hype. But I wouldn't be trading this at all. Just kind of put it out there. And even if it pumps all the way, I'd probably miss out. But it looks like it's going to maybe possibly continue. 4-hour looks nice to me, and it's consolidating, right? Brain Trust. I don't personally, I'm not into it. But that's me. I don't mean to put down anyone's idea. You know, you may love it and want it to pump all the way to the upside, and I'm sorry. I'm just saying I'm not going to be trading it. That's all. I like MATIC in this Adam and Eve double bottom here, showing signs of a bigger move to the upside. Bang, 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 and this bigger cup and handle. So far, ever since we got into MATIC at about 76, we're up. Not too much, but up a little bit there. And the target is 132 for MATIC. I like what MATIC's doing. It gets above this point of control, and then it's going to get above this high volume node at about 84, and it's gone, baby. Gone. Don't be in fear. Only buy fear. Get it? The coin fear. Let's talk about it. Fear NFTs. Getting a nice pump to the upside recently on the 4-hour time frame too. Funky little high here that gets hitting it like an invisible shelf that it keeps hitting. I don't love the price action here. Let's take a look at it. Do I see it on another exchange too? For on KuCoin, wow, on KuCoin, see it looks different a little bit. And this is why I talk about getting in when you get above the 200 SMA. You know, once you get above that 200 SMA, look, fear has just been on a tear from 7 all the way to 17 cents. To me, it's a little high right now. You know, I'd wait for it to cool off, personally. But I'd be putting a flag somewhere on the 15, on the 1 hour. And it may go sideways flag. It may not go downward flag. We don't know exactly what kind of flag it's going to make. But I draw them both and kind of sit and wait. We do know that it's going to have to interact with the 21-day moving average before it continues to the upside. Look at that, 808. We got the people right back. They were like, all right, he's back doing the real thing. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was a point to listen to this. I'll be honest with everybody. I think, you know, it's not really I don't believe it's going to affect the market too much. And we were talking about a pump here. We're getting it 38,470, 490 for Bitcoin. All right, and that's the key. That's what we were looking for. And look, I had the Bitcoin chart pulled out somewhere. What did I do with you over here? And remember, we talked about a move to the upside today. We went over it. The first thing I said is I see a pump to the upside for Bitcoin. And I even said, you know, it's not what I see. It's what the charts convey to me, that the probability is that we will get a move to the upside. All right. It was the 1 hour time frame that was the most, you know, that looked the best. The 4 hour didn't look too good. So far, the 1 hour showing signs of life, breaking above this resistance. Now I don't see why it can't get to 38,584 and then all the way. The target for this is 39,500. And I believe we can get there. Shout out to the 792 people on the live, 466 likes. Maybe we get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. So fear has to come back down to the 21-day moving average. That's my sauce, and I'm sticking to it. One of these two moves is likely going to occur. Then you can already see where it's going to be. And you can see, okay, if fear makes the flag, then we're likely going to 21. All right? And it just is what it is. Shout out to the $50 super chat. Shout out to the $142 in super chats. You people are unbelievable. Shout out to Quinn. Hey, brother, can you check out TENET? We'll take a look at TENET. I prefer listening to Stack Sean and All Legs, man. I love it. I love it. Need more energy, coach. Mental toughness. Let's go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Chain GPT, please. Jimmy Bitcoin. That's an oldie. That's a little one we got into back in the day. So let's look at AGI. Let's look at Planet. AGI. Delicium, right? And I mean, I like that. I like this consolidation, right? That's just, you know, I love watching that tight. That's bullish consolidation for sure. Now, some could say it's a symmetrical triangle. I believe that, you know, could break up or down either way. But I mean, it's been pumping in bullish times. And, you know, who's going to just out of nowhere sell it off? I mean, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Thanks, Sam, for who you are and being with us. If you want to trade my old coins, I should not look to the dollar value, right? If I sell now, I see a loss. But then the idea is to grab more. You got to do whatever makes you happy, Florenza Adventures. I can't tell you what to do with your money, man. I appreciate you coming to the stream, though, and sharing your thoughts. I put an alert here on this. I like what I'm seeing here for AGI, Delicium. And you're spot on after hours, man. You've been hitting the tutelage. You've been seeing what I'm seeing. You got life revision now, so you can fly like a bird, bro. And just keep giving us your wins. Keep giving up your ideas. I like what you bring to the table almost every single time. All right. Shout out to Jamie. God bless you, Jamie. that is bullish consolidation as well. And the music gets you going. The music gets you feeling it. Can I get out of the zone? Let's go, baby. All the way to the upside. Bang, bang, bang. A little more water, a little more energy. Trust me, I'm going to be back to my regular self. Just going through the death of my mother. Nothing big. You know what I mean? Nothing big. Just my best friend in the whole wide world that I talk to every single day. No big deal, though. You know what I mean? I'll bounce back in a heartbeat. Prefer listening to Stack. Shout out to everybody here. So I like AGI. Let's take a look at C6 and MYRIA. Both coins I actually really like. C6, Carbon Browser. You guys saw me scoop this up for gains. Sold it for the win. Got back in, and I'm in the win again. And honestly, let's take a look at Carbon Browser. This beat's got to drop eventually. That's hanging out too long, man. There you go. I moved up that drop because I couldn't take it anymore. Still taking too long. So to me, it broke out. Attempt to be retesting kind of the top of the channel, or could be coming back inside. Say it's back inside the channel again, but that doesn't mean it can't pump out again to the upside. I'd look for this to negate the fact that it pumped and dumped, and it'd do it again. This coin's hot. Token Metrics has it too as well, which means it's on a lot of people's radar. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm in it. I own a couple grand of it. I wouldn't be surprised if we do get to 14 cents sooner than later. And again, I am in the coin, so I want it to pump, obviously. But even if I wasn't in the coin, I'd give it to you exactly how I look at it. You know, this is just a super chat for C6. Tight moving averages. Now, if it loses this level, it's going to test this. If it loses that level, it's going to drop down here. And maybe 6 7/10 of a cent will be the spot. But to me, it looks more bullish than bearish. But I do have to say it broke back inside the pattern. It definitely had a fake out breakout. You know, and we just want to see that it holds this level and can break further back to the upside yet again. Let's take a look at MYRIA. I end up doing all the super chats anyway, but he had pretty good ones. You have to give it to him. He had good ones. You know, like he asked for 3, but the ones he asked for were pretty spot on. So, hey, if the guy's spot on, the guy's spot on over here. If the girl knows what she's talking about, man or women, whoever's on the show over here. So we're looking for this to kind of, MYRIA would be awesome is if it makes this. What I love about this, if it does one of these, then I already have it. Then I'm going to be like, I'll put even more money in the trade. I'll be more hefty on it. But if it falls further down, then I'm going to look for another, so I know this is a buy zone down here near the 618. And if it comes up and consolidates, then that's going to be my buy zone right there somewhere at about 1 cent. So I'm watching this closely for both of those behaviors. And I don't have to really trade either one until I see what I'm looking for. All right. I set my trade up before it happens. If it goes into my trade setup, I take it. If not, I don't have to take it. I keep explaining this to people. Like, you don't have to trade what you don't want to trade. Stop forcing yourself to trade. Get yourself an idea. Stick to your idea. Get yourself a system. I will teach you a beautiful system. I teach class the last Saturday of every month. I teach class this Saturday. If you want to jump on in, it's going to be from 9 a.m. to 12. Hit the link in the description to jump into my class. You will absolutely love it. I can't wait to get you there and to bring you, and I'm going to teach you so many things from the very beginning to the end. You're going to learn so much if you jump into class. So TENET, I saw it on the cup and handle. I see this as the buy zone. It's defending it very well, staying above the 618 Fibonacci. It says over time, it's eventually going to make a bigger move. It's making another cup. Very boring coin compared to a lot of the other coins right now, but it will look like it may have its day eventually for TENET. All right, I'll delete everything. I want to look at it here on the daily. Struggling though compared to a lot of other coins. I see that you saw this symmetrical triangle, 50-50 pattern. Not an amazing pattern, can break up or down either way. The key is to wait for it to break above this level and retest at 9.8 and then ride it to the upside. All right. Beam's been hot. I think that's BingX that you're asking about though. BingX has been hot. So I'd wait for TENET to get back above 9.6. That would give us a little more confirmation that it wants to go big. It's kind of got an anatomy. I don't know. It's messy. It definitely, and it's been battered. It's been sold off pretty nicely. But again, you want to be in coins when no one's talking about them. Remember NAKA? Nobody cared about NAKA when it was 6 cents. If you look at it down here, it was like nobody gave a damn down here. And now, lo and behold, it's 196. Unbelievable what NAKA's been doing. And I see possible continuation out of this flag that I put out for NAKA. And so far, that's in the money. That's up 9%. All the way to 234 is the target for Nakamoto Games. Take a look at Beam. My team must be like, damn, how does he slide so many coins in there like that? And BingX has been hot. I believe it's something to do with a DEX for Solana. Am I correct? Something like that. Now, it has broken out since we talked about it. Looks like possibly 25% gains coming. You know, but it is double topping right now. Overbought on the RSI, stochastics. 1 minute showing signs of life. I'd like to see it break out and flag. If it makes a flag above this resistance, at above 10 cents, or above 1.0779, which is 1/10 of a cent. Oh no, 1 penny. That's 1 penny. I don't know though. You know, it's small. You never know. To me, this is a more of like you learn about something on the low and you take a risk. You put what you're willing to lose. Like that's what I would do. Not everything is perfect, TA. Some things are just, hey, this looks cool. The ecosystem's growing. You know, I'll wait for it to come down to a trend line or something like that. So like, the key areas to watch is this. If it comes back down here, if this came back down to the bottom of the trend line, I'd be all over it. If it breaks out and bounces, you know what I mean? So, shout out to the 791 beautiful souls on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We'll look at Luna, Planet, and Chat and Chain GPT. Bang, bang, bang. And Joystream. I'll pray with you, brother. Thank you, Habib Papazo. We love you. My question was not about the sell. My mind was, how was one double coins without... I don't know exactly what you're saying, though. You know? You get in, you wait for it to go up, you sell it. I know that sounds, you know, but that's kind of it. All right? See, I don't ignore things when they happen, like Luna C starting to get kind of crazy again. You can see you got both of these. You got this flag inside of the bigger flag. But I wouldn't be surprised if this thing tries to get busy again and just goes more sideways for a bigger pump. May not be today, maybe tomorrow, but this weekend could be loading up for some type of gains. We're going to look at Bitcoin dominance as well. Juxtapose what we see for Bitcoin dominance. See if we're going to get that move back up. 49% gains possibly coming out of Terra Classic, USTC. Terra Classic on the radar. I wouldn't be surprised if Terra Classic got some type of pump to the upside here. And on the live, you know, sometimes when I just have the time, I just throw in what I see on the live. Not as much explanation as I can when I'm sitting alone, really going over the chats. Took a look at Planet now. Never heard of this coin. Took a nice big pump to the upside for Planet. I don't know, honestly. Tight moving averages, high volume node. You know what I go for. But to me, it already pumped. It's a little late, right? I don't like to chase pumps. 1 hour had a nice move. Take a look at the 4-hour time frame. 4 hour may want to go, but you're away from the moving average now. You broke this bigger trend. So now you'd wait for a flag back to the 21-day. Yeah. Daily says it could continue. I like it. Just something about it tells me to be wary trading it. You know, very small market cap. I don't know. Tiny coin. I don't know anything about it. I'd be taking profits out of that candle. The daily says it could continue to go to the upside. I just wouldn't be getting in until I see a better flag. Like the 1 hour to me would have to flag out before I jumped back in again. But the daily looks okay. Not my cup of tea though. Something about it throws me off. You know what I mean? Is there anything to give XRPers hope? I mean, we had it in a giant cup and handle, but I mean XRP. I don't know, man. If you fall in love with that, you have to have a backup plan, right? It can't always be one thing. And everything in life. You know, like I hold Bitcoin, but I also hold some Ethereum. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Ethereum at all, I still own like 20 Ethereums in case. I still own like about almost 50K worth of Ethereum for whatever reason. And I'm not even a fan. But I just, you know, I just hold some ETH. I just keep a good diversified crypto portfolio, right? People realize you can diversify outside of crypto. I'm like, no. I have to diversify so much in crypto that, no. But so I see this as a cup and handle breaking on out. I see the shoulder, head, right shoulder. We're staying above 58, which is great. As long as you stay above 58, I don't see why we can't get a move to the upside here. And the daily is starting off a nice move. But again, it could take weeks to go up to 86 cents. But it says that we can. And so far, we're looking good for XRP. But there's just so much better options out there. There's AI coins. There's, you know, metaverse narratives. There's just so many different coins out there for so many different people. Shout out to everybody here. My name is Samuel James Price. I've been trading for 15 years. I do a live show every single day. I moved myself because I was doing the Jerome Powell speech over there. But I do a live every single day. I haven't taken a day off, even when my dad died, even when my mom died, which some people think is callous, I guess. I don't know. I just have no other way to. I want to continue I want to keep the streak alive. I also don't want my mom up in heaven looking down on me being like, I'm the reason you stopped the stream, you know? Like, I don't want it to make it a sadder thing than it already is. So I push through every single time, no matter what happens in my life. And I'm going to teach you the same. People want to look at quant. You know, quant to me is just consolidating nicely. I'm looking for it to kind of do this, you know, just kind of make its thing. Do its thing. Funny how it's been sold off and really has had no action. Like, if you've been in quant, no offense, but you've missed out on a lot of pumps. Like, you could have sold all your quant, got into like NAKA, like all the other fun stuff, got some nice pumps. Yeah, baby. You going to the park with me? What? Babe, who's taking us to the park? I am? She's jumping up and down. We're going to the park, Daddy. You're not eating Oreos in the Escalade. I'll tell you that. I love you. I love you so much. Oh, now she dropped the Oreo on my white rug. You sent her down with Oreos, right? I love you so much, sweetie pie. Now she's running. Fake food, man. Oreos are fake. Even like the Newman's Owns, like. Anyway, quant's inside this beautiful flag. We could see it pump all the way up 26% to 128. It'll take a while, a few weeks. You want to be in something that's funner than quant. Maybe long term, quant will be 2,000, 3,000, you know, and you're going to hold it for years. Fine, that's your plan. I'm all set, man. I don't own any quant, and I'm not into quant. But, you know, I think it will take you like it'll probably take you 2 to 3 weeks to gain 26% gains on quant, though. If you like trading large caps, just trade some MakerDAO. You know what I mean? MakerDAO moves better than quant, in my humble opinion. Look, Maker broke out of this little flag, you could say, continuing to the upside. Once it gets above that zone, Maker's continuing. I see Maker headed to 199. All right. Let me get back into the live chat here and see what's happening on this beautiful Friday, 12/1, December 1st. XNA, please. Your daughter is adorable. She is the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. Remember, guys, new coins have more upward movement than old coins because there's no pre-cycle holders looking to exit. Amen. I like what he just said. Bang, bang, bang. Bitcoin getting the move. A massive short squeeze for Bitcoin. All the way to 37,000. And I told you we were going to the upside. I called the move for Bitcoin. I was like, yo, we're ripping. And look at the big pump to the upside for Bitcoin. Sammy does it again with the call to the upside for BTC. Says I was bullish. Told you I was bullish. Told you why I was bullish. Said the charts convey we're likely going to get a bigger move to the upside for Bitcoin. What happens? We get the massive move for BTC. All right. And I'm just not sure why out of nowhere, I did some updates this morning. And my liquidation update. Let me see if I just add it again. Let me just manage my add-ons. Let me see here. I have to figure this out another time. Sad though. I go, you know, it's so funny. Everything was working fine, right? I went on vacation or whatever. My mom passed. I spent way extra time. And, you know, I was happy about it. I had to be there. And we're still not, like, figuring out exactly what's going on here. Like, but... Remove liquidation. I want to remove it. Oh, there we go. See, those are liquidations right there. Look at that. Massive liquidation for Bitcoin. All the way up to 39,000. We just touched 39K. Wow. Market is absolutely ripping to the upside. Insanity. We got the short squeeze for Bitcoin and the pump to the upside. Look at that massive candle for BTC. And funny, I wanted a long too. I was like, I'm going to open up a long just to show these guys what's up. But there again, I called a long for Bitcoin. We got the long. It happened exactly as we showed you. It is what it is, right? And again, BOOKMAP did show us liquidity to the upside. We could see that there was more liquidity further above us for BOOKMAP, right? I mean, that's what it said. We had more liquidity above us than below us. Right now, you can see Bitcoin up to 39.5. We have the bigger bar of liquidity. That's the biggest bar we can see for Bitcoin. And now we're at $39,000 for Bitcoin. What a beautiful move to the upside for BTC. Shout out to anyone that got in on the call. Bang, bang, bang. And I said there was a 70% chance that was going to break to the upside. You're in a falling wedge. It is what it is. I'm just going over the probability. You can go replay the tape when I made this call for Bitcoin. Depressed, down and out. My mind just messed. I'm still be able to give you the call for Bitcoin. Where's that guy at the start who said Bitcoin's going to the downside? Who knows, baby? Who knows? Massive pump for Bitcoin. Beautiful move. 38,976. My target is 39,500. That's where Bitcoin is likely going to go. And you can see gyrations galore happening here on BOOKMAP, out of control to the upside. And see more liquidity bringing us further up too, and that's just spot right there. This is the perpetual, that's spot. All right. Yeah, I'm still trying to load my liquidations. And remember, after a huge pump, we'll always get a dump back down. That's just how it is. That's how they're going to move price action. But take it in, baby. That was a nice move to the upside. Bitcoin booming to the upside. Did we spin that 4-hour time frame? No. Yeah, we turned that candle green, though. Nice move for Bitcoin. Now, we're still at a resistance level here. It's kind of like, It's amazing, but I'm not buying it 100% where we're sitting at. I'd like us to get all the way back up to 39.5 first, really, for me to really buy into this pump to the upside for Bitcoin. Who here hung out the whole time with me and got the call with us to the upside for BTC? BOOKMAP is going in time with the beat. I know, right? Still way more liquidity all the way up to 39.5, which coincides with my target to the upside. Locked and loaded over here. I was with you. Smash the likes, buddy. Shout out to everybody here. Bang, bang, bang. 42K. Let's pump 500 likes on the live. And that's what gets people hitting the like button. People say, I want to know how you grew so fast. I want to know how your channel grew. I said, make people gains every day of your life, which is not easy to do. Most people are unable to do that. It takes extreme discipline and focus to make it happen. You know what I mean? KuCoin is donating $20 million to the TON Foundation for ecosystem development. That's going to be pretty good for TON. Let's take a look at TON if it's getting some love here. And this is setting up for a nice weekend pump. Bitcoin extracting money out of the regular markets, and then they close. Where that money go when people want to take profits? It goes back in, you know what I mean, into the altcoins that are ready to play. So TON's inside this bigger channel that I've talked about, right? Not that amazing to look at. But to me, broke back above. And now it's really inside of a channel here. Bit of a cup and handle in a way. But this news is pretty new. We might be some of the first people to read it and know about it. Came out earlier today. I mean, that's a cup and handle. The handle does not always have to be a downward moving handle. I mean, and you could say that was the handle here. It already did break out. It's just more lateral. You know, but this tells me that this coin is about to moon. And I like this coin for the long run. You know, it hasn't really gotten its day yet. It's low at 126. It has doubled up, but this thing's going to move. And, you know, this is the Telegram coin. Right? Telegram's hot. It's given so much to so many people. It's provided a voice to so many communities. I really like what Telegram's done for me and a lot of other people. And we came all the way back down to 38,750. So far, the pump was like exciting. Put a little bit of a Friday pump, right? A little bit of lack of volume, lack of follow through. And now we're still at resistance for Bitcoin. Not able to get above that 38,800 level and hold above 39K. However, the 1 hour is just getting started. So I'd be watching the smaller time frames now for some type of flag. Watch the 5 minute for a flag here. And if it makes a continuation flag, I would play that continuation flag. Nice move on the 5 minute. Beautiful pump there. It took 20 minutes for Bitcoin to rip all the way about, you know, $500 in price action. We don't know what it's going to be. That's why I'm doing what's called live natural projection, waiting for it to kind of fall into a pattern that I'm making as it's happening. All right. Nice pump for Bitcoin, though. Shout out to anyone that jumped on into that move for Bitcoin. Beautiful pump. That's how you get in and get out on the movement. And I haven't opened up on a leverage trade since my mom passed. I will at one point. It's just going to be, you know, when my mind is right, when my mind is ready, I'm going to open up my trades. But until then, I actually did. I tried to trade when my mom was like dying, and wasn't a smart idea, you know. You got to get your head on trade taken from me, man. I'm going through a tumultuous time. I'm not going to sit there and start throwing money into the market and ruin all my wins. I'm going to make sure that I'm focused and planned out, right? Even I know. All right. Okay. So look, I'm watching the 5 minute time frame, and you know, now that's the pullback. I mean, beautiful pump. But you know, that's what happened. We hit 39K. We hit a big bar of liquidity. There's the sell-off, but it doesn't mean it's over. We're just waiting for the flags now on the smaller time frames. And remember, the flags could go either way. We don't know exactly how they're going to form. We just know that the 21 does have to come back into price action. That's just something that has to happen. We see another flag on this 5. I mean, we know that the 1 hour looks really good. So there's no reason not to take that trade. So that's why I set up. I look for things and kind of set them up for what's happening in real time for Bitcoin. All right. Blue Vector Wick at 39K says continuation. Miners are booming. Amen. Silo making a crazy run again. Low cap gem. XNA, please. Let's take a look at XNA. It was at 4.6 when I last looked at it. I'll look at it on CoinEx. Just has the most information on CoinEx. So XNA, huge pump out of nowhere. I mean, that Thanksgiving pump was just insane out the flag, right? I mean, we nailed it to a top at 744. We should be so blessed. Coming back down to a level here near the golden pocket. May not go all the way down, but I'd be looking for it to enter the golden pocket at 3.8. I'm watching XNA, and that to me is going to be a key zone to be buying back in for a bigger move to the upside for XNA. I see 90% gains. I see it getting back to 9 and then hitting a penny. And, probably a month from now, I don't see why it won't be a penny, but anything is possible. I do own it, and I'm optimistic about it. So, of course, I would love that. And it could dump to zero. Anything could happen. So just be careful. Always use a stop. Always protect yourself. But I'm looking for this to possibly make a bigger move to the upside. And everyone, do not leave all your money on a centralized exchange. Please get yourself a hardware wallet. Trezor had an amazing, Black Friday, Cyber Monday sale. Get your hardware wallets. Get your trading. I mean, it was time. The last 4 days, 5 days, this weekend was the time to get all the hot things that you could, right? So you can enjoy them with your family and not have to overpay, and enjoy also the things that you want to trade for. You might want to get someone a hardware wallet in your family. Make sure that they're protected. Teach them the way. Start them off right in cryptocurrency. So again, just kind of giving you the backstory. Bitcoin had a nice pump. We called the pump. I was bullish. I said I am bullish. I'm not dancing around the price action. Remember when I said that? I remember saying it. I said I am, and I said it's not what I think. I said the charts convey there's a bigger move coming for Bitcoin. All right. We got the pump. Now we're watching the 5-minute for what's like a falling wedge, some type of flag, some type of consolidative pattern that could possibly either, show us where we're going to go lower or go higher. Looks more like we're making the falling wedge now. We're going to have to touch the 21-day moving average before price action can get busy yet again. All right. Shout out to anyone that saw that price action move with me, though. And God bless you if you took advantage. This channel will provide information live. That's why people like it. A lot of channels say, we did this, we did that. Look, we gave you this. We do it in front of you every single day. It happens in front of you. We give you the live move in front of you. We show and prove every single time I'm live, baby. And now I'm getting that fire back. I'm getting that feeling back. I forgot who I was for a few days. I forgot I was the crypto lifer, baby. You know what I mean? Going through so much, just battered in my mind. You're seeing a man just fight through the death of his mother, his best friend, most loving person in his life, the closest person that I would share everything with. And to see her fight all these months and to go through all the stress that she went through with my dad, and she was in the middle of so many things too. Like the house was in the middle of she was in the middle of doing so many things. And I get angry, I get upset, I get sad. I go through so many emotions all at once. For the most part, I feel so great that I had a mother that I loved that much. And I wish everyone knew what that was like, to really, really, truly have someone that unconditionally loved you no matter what. Up until I was 40 years old, Lost both my parents in the same year. If you told me they both were going to disappear in the last year, I would have told you were crazy. So you never know when you're going to lose the people that you love. You never know when things are going to change. You never know when something's going to, like this, and it's all going to be different. And so I love showing you guys gains, and I love going over the market. But at the end of the day, what I love talking about the most is life. And the fact that this life is going to go by so fast, like this. And all the gains you chase and all the ideas you have, before you know it, they're going to be gone. Pay attention. Stay focused. Keep on your grind. Know that things happen in time, And before you know it, this bull run's going to happen and come and go. Stay focused and stay disciplined. I always say that because before you know it, this bull run will come and go. And you're going to want to, you want to be focused. If you're all running around getting moved with the emotions of the market and you're not paying close attention to what's right in front of you, you have the present moment. That's all you have. You have the present moment, nothing else. Stick to the present moment in time. It'll pay you to stay in the present. I can think about the past and all the time I spent with my mom, and I will do that. But there's a time and place. And I can think about the future and how scared and crazy it's going to be without my mom in my world. And how sad, not even scared, but just how sad it's going to be. What a different time it's going to be. You know what I mean? So, anyway, I like what I'm seeing here on the 1 hour time frame. It has very, very big. It looks like it wants to really, really pump hard. We might have to, look at the smaller time frame, like the 30-second could be the go-to here for a nice pump. There's a falling wedge flag breaking out, defying the head and shoulder pattern. But I see 39.5 coming, and I see it coming soon. But again, what do I know? I'm just a guy that Goes over technical analysis every single day. What do I know? Who knows? Everyone, I love you. God bless each and every one of you for being here. I'm taking it easy as I get back into the swing of things. And if you just joined my trading group, don't worry. I'm going to be ramping it up. I mean, I already hit gains today, though. We did pretty good. You know, we've already been doing pretty good, but we're going to continue to do better. All right? Normally, I do a Bitcoin update every single morning, every single night. Just the nights have been hard for me recently. And I've just been in my zone thinking about my mom. And really just, I've been taking some time to myself, to be honest. I've been taking a little more time to myself the last few days to find out where I really am at. Like, what's going on. Like, to really, like, my mom really died on Thanksgiving. Like, I'm still in a state of shock. I can't believe it. Anyway, you don't pay to hear me whine about my mom. I get it. I'm here to be a man and to show you kind of what's happening in the charts every single day and to make sure we can win together. I see a move continuing to the upside to 39.5. Watch the smaller time frames for beautiful entries. The 1 hour still looks like it could continue to the upside. We called the long for Bitcoin here. We're going to continue to do it every single day. We love you. We care about you. And we'll see you at the next live stream. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the super chats. Did I miss any? Can you check Gorilla chart, please? On my way out. So sorry. We're here to listen, Sam. Don't stop being you. This is why you have the group you do. Lifers for life. Amen. Thank you. I will join the lifers. Jump on in, man. CryptoLifer.com. The link is right here. We make it so simple to join. CryptoLifer.com right there. Bang, bang, bang. And remember, we like to trade on MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. All right? When I wasn't trading on MEXC, I was spending so much money on fees. It was ridiculous. Zero spot maker and taker fees on MEXC. You will absolutely love MEXC, baby. You will love it. So jump on in today to MEXC. It'll blow your mind. All right? CryptoLifer.com, baby. CryptoLifer.com. I want to see MakerDAO making this consolidative pattern here, something like that. I like to see it before it happens and let it play out into my prediction, my projection. That's what gets me going. All right. And we begin with this song, The Other Transformation by The Other Space. The Other Space is a hot, interesting album. It's got a lot of hot stuff on it. This one's hot. $178 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely lovely. May God bless each and every one of you on this beautiful Friday as we head in 2 weeks till Christmas, really. Or 3 weeks till Christmas, but it's just, you know, it's that time of year, man. You get together with family, and then you realize you're going to be back together with family again in a couple weeks. Stay blessed. Stay awesome. Stay grateful, everybody. May God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow with another beautiful update and a live stream. 8 p.m. Remember, our live stream's at 8 p.m. on Saturday nights. But I do an update in the morning. And I teach class tomorrow. Last Saturday of every month, I teach class tomorrow. We postponed it from the last time. If you want to jump into class, you still can. Go to CryptoLifer.com. Or can you join class from here? Probably should be able to. But below all my videos, let me show you. If you want to jump into class, you just go below all my videos and jump into class. So you jump in into the live here today. And below us here, we would be looking, and we're looking here. And right here, all right? I can't even find how to do that. This should be easier. It should be like right here. This should be class, not Booklet 1 tutoring. This should just say class. Tutoring in class, really big. And we should put it like maybe higher. You know what I mean? But jump on in. You can do a one-on-one with me if you'd like. All right. And you also, Life Revision Trading Course, $150. Jump in today. It will be 2 hours, 2.5 hours, really 9 to 11:30. And I go a little longer if you want to jump on in. All right. This MetaMask class will blow your mind too. It'll teach you how to navigate in the DeFi ecosystems, which actually makes you a better trader because you can understand what's happening behind the scenes. All right. Anyway, God bless you all. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Amen.